What's good, Bedtime Bandits? It's your girl Britt, and we have Alexis from Courtney and Lex TikTokers in the cup today. The tea, I wouldn't say it's hot, but it's definitely warm. I say that because this is obviously an old video, and Courtney and Lex are big on TikTok. They also have Instagram and a YouTube. I really wish they would post on YouTube more. However, who the hell am I? Nobody. I really like this couple. They are super compatible in my opinion. Again, I do not know them personally whatsoever. They were trending on TikTok today. However, that is not how I was alerted of this situation. I was alerted of this situation via Courtney and Lex's actual Instagram page. They made a TikTok that I will play for you here.
Up, I put this photo up and I jump them because I don't care. I don't care.
As you can see, they are super adorbs, and that's on their down day. However, if you don't know who Court and Lex are, you should definitely go support their TikTok channel. They are super funny. They have super relatable posts. They were also part of Easy Casts and Studs of LA. You know I love me some Easy X Natalie. However, these two are trending on TikTok right now, and woo! Some things you do on this internet will never go away. And I know people say that's so cliche. I cannot tell you how many times I've prayed to God that I waited till I was of a mature age, had experienced life, had went to college, had held multiple salary positions before exposing myself to social media. Even now, I probably say and do things that I probably know I shouldn't do. Before we get into the video, please keep in mind that we are LGBTQ plus IA friendly over here. You already know we're part of the community. Plus, you just should be respectful to everybody anyways, especially when it has to do with their bedroom that you are not a part of. But don't let me get off track. Please put yourself in their shoes. Please do unto them as you would have others do unto you. And please understand that these are real human beings. I know they're on social media. However, that does not mean that they don't have feelings. Please like, comment, and subscribe and help us reach our next milestone for this channel. YouTube is messing with the other one, so we got to start from scratch. But we're not going to let it deter us. I would love to tell you their whole entire life story. I do follow them and I am familiar with them. However, I want to ensure that I have the proper information. So before we pour up this cup of tea with Britt Lee, let's get to know Court and Lex before you start to judge them, and tell me what you think. Was y'all crying? Tell the truth. Tell the truth. I did change the music on that video for copyright purposes. I hope you paused and read those clips. So let's pour up this tea. Like, comment, and subscribe.
I live with my cousin, and I'm 6 months pregnant with my cousin's baby. I know Andrew is my cousin, but I mean, we're best friends, and he's like probably one of the best looking people I've ever seen in my life. We plan on getting married after I have the baby, and I mean, I don't see anything wrong with it at all.
At first glance, I kind of thought this was just a storyline that the TV producers were making up. But if you actually look closely, they do somewhat resemble each other in the jawline, eyebrows, cheekbones.
Can't help who you fall in love with. My oldest Drew started hanging out and dating. Like, he just did everything with me and Noel, and I knew that
Kinda sucks that we can't be as close as
Andrew was the one I wanted to be with forever. My family, really nothing I can do about it at this point. Me and Andrew being together has caused some
controversy within the family, not just
because of the things Andrew has done in the past, like him being in jail now. This is really difficult as with cousins, but he's in jail, so we gotta wait on that to happen. For a burglary charge right now, he's been in there for about 5 months. After he went to jail, I lost the house, the car. This whole situation is really sucky, and I wish Andrew was here. I honestly don't know when he's gonna get out of jail, or even if he's gonna get out of jail.
Telling you straight up, y'all got the same grandma.
If everybody in the family can put everything aside, should be a little bit. It doesn't say anything in the Bible that cousins should not be together.
who are having kids with their cousins. You know, there's a lot of our family that's not going to help just because the fact that me and Andrew, our cousin, trying to raise bail to get her baby daddy out of jail.
It's a highly requested episode. I'm gonna do TrueLife. I'm having my cousin's baby. So there were two couples. Grace and Dylan were one of the couples. They were allegedly third cousins. I don't know if it makes it better, but they are still together. They had another child after the episode, so I guess if it works for them. There was a really cringy moment where he was like, people used to tell me my cousin was hot, and then I just realized she was hot, and now we're together. And then Andrew and Alexis, this was complicated because he was in jail pretty much the whole episode, and it was like, where is this gonna go? She did an update shortly after saying that they broke up pretty much right after she had their daughter because she just couldn't deal with it anymore, and he got sentenced to over 6 years in prison. And now she's really popular on TikTok with her girlfriend, and apparently she deletes all comments related to TrueLife.
As far as her deleting comments that are related to TrueLife, she did respond to one of her commenters and say that her comments are on filter. I'm sure that is for good reason to maintain her mental mind state, and also her life partner, who doesn't really have anything to do with this, of which they have built a successful platform. Just because we share certain stuff doesn't mean we owe anyone explanation. You absolutely don't, honey. It's on national TV, exactly. So I hope you're not upset that I did this video, but it's obviously everywhere. I ain't tried to hide anything. I just don't talk about it because it's traumatic, which is completely understandable. She looked a lot younger than she is now in this video. I know she was still an adult at the time. However, just like all of us, we've all been through things in our lifetime, some things that we probably rather not talk about, some things that might even haunt us when we close our eyes at night. I know people are going to go crazy with this on the internet, but please, please, please try your best to be as respectful as you can. I know a lot of people come at the LGBTQ community with hate, which is so funny because it incites the very thing that they say we are. However, as humans in general, we should all focus on being kinder. Now, I am not saying in no way, shape, or form that I condone having a baby with your family member and or dating and or having a relationship of any kind other than the one designated by birth. However, I am not in their shoes. I don't know their situation and I don't know their life. What I do know is that she has tried her best to move on and start a great positive life for her and her children, as well as her wife. Bye back, Cora. I ain't forget you, girl. And that's really all that matters. It's not about the mistakes you make, but how you recover from them. Let's pour it up. Bedtime Reacts.